Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's now Friday the 5th of January 2018, first vlog of 2018, and heading home at reasonable, it's just after 5:30 actually, so that's not so bad. Short week obviously this week because Monday was New Year's Day, so bank holiday. Back to work Tuesday, and of course I did have a load of parcels on for Tuesday, plenty to get on with anyway. And yeah, I mean January generally for us as a business is pretty quiet, so on the whole I'm hoping to catch up on a load of things, although we have got like extra work on this month sorting out staffing, so that's going to be interesting. But I say on the whole it's been pretty busy this week. I didn't work yesterday, I had yesterday off. It was actually my partner's dad's funeral, so we had to sort that bit out, which was it went okay as far as funerals can go, but I suppose in a way I'm getting to that point in life now where funerals are going to start becoming quite regular for me. Unfortunately, that's just what happens, isn't it? When you get older, everyone else you know gets older, and at some point they're going to start dropping off, as it were. So yeah, so that was yesterday, was off work, and yeah, it's been an interesting old week, I suppose, really. One thing to mention, of course, has to be, because undoubtedly you've seen a lot of the news about my boy Logan Paul, the hashtag Maverick. Appears to have pretty much shot himself in the foot, so to speak. So yeah, that's a bit of an odd one, really. I can see why there was a lot of uproar about the particular video in question. I can only presume somewhere down the line that him and his management thought that it would be not taken in the way it was, that they maybe thought it would, you know, highlight the issues that are around suicide, and would be taken in a good aspect. But at the end of the day, probably everyone that was in uproar about it is quite right as well regarding respect of people, and especially who died, so in whatever circumstance. So yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. I don't think he's uploaded a vlog since the apology one after taking down that particular vlog, so I'm kind of presuming that he won't be doing vlogs anymore. He'll move on to the music career stuff and whatever else, so, which is kind of a shame, because I did find these vlogs quite entertaining, to be honest. They were a bit different and a bit of a laugh, and there was always something going on to entertain you with them. But there you are, so he's live. So that was a bit of a downer. Other things that have been happening, well, obviously I think once we've done Mr. Nellis's Words of Wisdom at the garage, we'll progress on to the main sort of meat and two veg of this week's vlog, which is going to be an update on Steemit, to be honest, because that's where most of my activity is going on at the moment. You'll have seen some videos on the channel for Sunday when I went down to Shrewsbury, visit some grandparents. I did some speeded up dash cam. I do like doing those, and obviously I made a Steemit post out of that, and made good use of, I found gifs.com is great for the YouTube video, putting YouTube video in and like creating a short GIF of a particular section of the YouTube video. So like it worked really well for the speeded up dash cam, drop in multiple frames of just the sections of the video footage, because what I'm conscious with on Steemit, because like myself, where there are videos put in, oh good, there's no fuel on this side, so we can park here and it won't pee people off. Bonanza. So yeah, you can sort of drop in those little sections. I know people perhaps don't want to sit, and if they're on Steemit, they perhaps don't want to sit and watch a full video or watch the video at all. So when I create a post on Steemit with the whatever video I'm doing, even this one, I was putting like still pictures in with descriptions of what's going on, so they don't have to watch the video. They can just read through what I put in, and it's a bit of a cover-all then, isn't it? If you want to watch the video's there. If you can't be bothered watching the video, here's pretty much what's going to be in it, so don't watch it if you don't want to watch it, you ain't got time or whatever else, or don't want to skip through it. So so yeah, that seemed to work really well doing these GIFs instead. So I'll do that with the vlog today. Again, the vlog I normally do still shots, so I might use the GIFs to do some animated work instead. So did I can't remember if I turned the engine off or not. I don't think I did, hopefully, because otherwise it stops the dash cam and then I'll be all out of sync with that, man. Right, shall we do Mr. Nice's words now? You see, it's not busy, so I kind of want to go in the petrol station. In fact, I think I'll do that. I'll get in and drop my parcels, then do Mr. Nice's words when I come back out again. That'll be better. So, let's get rid of parcels and come back to Mr. Nellis. Okay, back from parcels. Of course, it got busier as soon as I went to drop them at the petrol station. Such is the way of life, isn't it? So, Richard Nellis's words of wisdom. So, things for me to talk about. Richard has watched the New Year's Day concert on BBC iPlayer on Monday evening. I bet that was good, actually, Richard. He's also sang Over My Shoulder by Mike and the Mechanics at the Feathers pub. Crikey, that's a bit of an old one. And that was Tuesday evening at the Feathers. He's also been to the Mermaid Fish restaurant with his grandma and granddad Marsden on Wednesday evening. Very nice, fish and chips, can't beat that. He's also watched Aeroplane on Wednesday evening. Is that the comedy one, Richard? If so, yeah, it is very funny. And on Thursday afternoon, have watched a bit of Mouse Hunt from the beginning until the bit where Caesar the Exterminator, played by Christopher Walken, got mad when he was ill before before he went bowling. Confused me a bit there, Richard. So when he was ill before I have been bowling. So Richard Walken was ill, and then Nellis has been bowling. Okay, that's complicated, isn't it? Where was I when I did his words of wisdom in the dark? Well, I was actually halfway from, well, nearly at home. I'd set off from a shop near home, which I was parked next to, and decided that I was probably a bit in the road and didn't want people bashing past me, so I moved up. So it's kind of on the way home. I'll point it out, hopefully, when we head back now, because where I turn left, sharp left, I was on the right hand side parking bay there to make life a bit easier for you. So we'll find out in a minute anyway. So look at all these cars waiting to go now. I'm nearly ready to go. And what was I doing at Brighouse on your Buttershaw to York sped up video? No flies on Richard, is there? You can spot every little detail going on in there. Yes, I did call in to see my dad on the way back from York when I did that video. Yes, so I did, because he'd not been on New Year's Day. Cause he's had the flu, funny enough. You know that killer flu I had? Yeah, I gave it my dad, and he's been dying of it all week. So yeah, his New Year was pretty much spent suffering cough and cold and everything else. So there you are. So, well, I don't know, this guy needs to kind of make an effort more to look like he's actually going somewhere, because at the moment no one's going to let him out, because he's just like feebly pretending he wants to go somewhere. He wants to stick his nose out a bit and like force the point that I'm getting out now, let me out, because they'll just keep coming down, like streaming down forever. You don't give them an inkling you want to go, they'll just not let you out at all. Oh, we can get a bigger queue here now. Oh, I might sit here all day. So yes, so I did that. The footage on, oh hooray, it's going now, Sunday, which was the speeded up dash cam from oh, look, see, she just nipped out straight away there. Speedy nippy. Can be just the luck of the draw as you stick yourself out, but it does help if you stick your nose out a bit and force the point on people. Go on then, you've got loads of room Me too. Okay. Right, on the road again. So I did that, which was a fair old trip. 200, was it 280 miles odd? Something, round trip on the Sunday down to Shrewsbury. But some good dash cam footage. I made a post out of that on Steemit. And in fact, I think that post, and it's quite ludicrous, Steem and Steem dollar, but Steem has actually gone up in value to the dollar. It climbed rapidly, and it's completely exploded the post upvote values. So that Sunday dashcam post, I believe now, is at the moment at a $232 reward. I was getting amazed when I was teetering at the levels of nearing 100. Now 100 is pretty much the norm for my posts, and like I say, that one's gone 232. It's just lunacy, really. It's quite amazing. So yeah, on that side of it, Steemit is I'm sort of flying away at the moment. The only trouble with it is, I mean, Wednesday night I did a post, and I've got to admit it was a bit of a long ranty post. But I mean, the long and short of it was, it kind of annoyed me that someone I follow on Steemit had got this like derogatory comment on a post he'd done, which is a news one, and I didn't see that was really, because you see them now again, people are, you know, what's the value of this if you regurgitate a bit of news or whatever else. But I kind of think, I used to watch, you know, Twitter. I still use Twitter a lot, and I kind of use it like a news feed. So when something happens, someone will always tweet about, oh, this is in the news or whatever else, and it's a bit of news information. And my thought was, Steemit is kind of like a social media as well, so why shouldn't people, if they find some interesting bit of news, regurgitate it? Okay, maybe it would be good to embellish it a bit more with your own thoughts on the subject and whatever else, but still it'd be helpful. So it was a bit ranty, that one, and I kind of went a bit on a sort of a mission about, you know, what is it that people really want, you know, why is one person's post considered not worthy when others are. And there was this other sort of thing, that this sort of derogatory thing there is about the upvote bots are just letting people get massive rewards for what is considered not, you know, not the most fantastic creative content that is in the spirit of Steemit, and you know, it's not the best or whatever else. And I'm like, well, you know, my content isn't the best, and I am using upvote bots to sort of buffer myself from it. Let's let this guy past. I'm not fighting with him. He's on a mission. Unfortunately, he's not after me with my light on. Woo! So yeah, I was just like, you know, I'm kind of getting into Steem. I'm getting into my posts. I'm putting a lot of effort into those posts. They may not be the world's most greatest works, but you know, by the time I'm doing the YouTube video bits, if I'm putting YouTube videos in and pictures and photos and the text and everything else,
30 miles per hour.
It's taken me an whole evening, and I'm doing one a day, so it's nearly every evening is absorbed with this, doing the Steemit post and then the related afterwards. But of course the downside is that I'm struggling now. Before I wasn't doing a post a day, I was doing one every so often, but now, especially with the increase in value, I'm feeling I have to do a post every day, plus my rewards have increased. So I've now always got the funds there to upvote the post to get it to where I want it to. So I just feel like I need to do a daily post to keep the ball rolling on that now, because, you know, I think now at the moment I've got 69 Steam-backed dollars available. I'll be getting another big input tonight from the post from last week, so that really was mostly last night's one, and it's costing me now. It's getting harder with the bots because everyone is obviously getting on board, and sometimes they're getting over bidded on, and you do need to hang on. There's quite a few where I've not hung on because I just couldn't stay up all night to to wait for them to finish, so I've let it
Warning, K-band, radar.
you know, I've put my bid in and just let it hang and see what happens, and I have a feeling I've lost out. You know, I've got a very small upvote compared to what I could have done for the money I'd put in, but I'm still even 25 SBD in, and some posts 132 rewards and 150 rewards now. It's just crazy stuff. So getting well into that, like I say, I'm trying to make as much as I can out of it. Last night I did a post. There was a really weird thing. Just someone, one of my followers that's also on a Discord channel I'm on, contacted me because he couldn't do anything on Steemit. And I said, oh, well, that's a bit unusual, but I'll have a look. And I had a look, and I saw he delegated pretty much all of his Steam power away, which is not good. I said, well, have you delegated your Steam power? And he said, well, I have done, but someone's helped me to get it back, but it's going to take 7 days, and now I can't do anything. And you're quite right, you can't, because if you delegate all your Steam power, that is what really gives you the ability to upvote and comment on things. So if you don't have any, you just can't do it. So a new account gets some always delegated to start them off, and then that gets taken away as they build up their own little bit. And it turned out what it was, there'd been, in one of his blog posts he'd done, there was this comment thing that said about, you know, you've got this special reward that lets him out. And if you want to get extra ones, click on this link here. And he clicked it, and it came up with this box which just had continue in it. And obviously it said some stuff. The stuff it actually said was transfer some Steam power to this service in return for getting the service. The trouble was, it was an auto-generated by whatever bot had created that post. And the way it had been done is that the bot auto-filled, when it did a reply, with the blog creator's name, and it basically looked up what Steam power they had available, and it put that in the box to transfer it. So if they click continue, all of their Steam power went delegated to this bot. So they then were stuffed because they couldn't do anything. You can claim it back, so it's not like it's gone forever. You can get it back again because you're only loaning it, as it were. But the issue is, it goes immediately as soon as you do that delegation. To get it back, it takes 7 days to claim it back again. So basically, it's stuck for 7 days. Couldn't do a thing on Steemit because this has happened. And obviously, it's a really, you know, I thought it was a terrible bit of coding and practice by someone to be putting out these things basically in people's comments that anyone could click on and, you know, accidentally give away all the Steam power if they didn't really know what they're doing. So but anyway, to cut long story short, I said to him, look, I've got enough spare that I can give you a little bit of my Steam power. I'll delegate you some of mine just so you can keep posting in the meantime, and then when you get sorted out in 7 days time, I'll claim my bit back again. So I sorted that out for him, and like I say, he'd already worked out, he'd spoken to someone else and they'd showed him how to undo the delegation. But like I say, the problem he was stuck at is he's got 7 days to wait to get that back. So that was, you know, his interesting thing. I came across it and I was like, kind of like, it was dead fortunate because I'd spent most of yesterday puzzling over what my post on Steemit was going to be, because I wanted to do one tomorrow, but I'd kind of like exhausted all avenues at that particular time of what I was going to do. I've got nothing prepared, and then thought, well, what am I going to post about? And sort of he came up with this, and he showed me the reply bit, which I dug out actually on his thing. I was like, well, there you are, I've now got my post, because I'm going to post about how bad this is and warn people about it. So that, you know, in a way that was very fortunate for me that he did that, because it helped me out in creating a post. And of course the other thing is that post will hopefully help other people not get the same sort of issue. I could do with hunting out where to sort of inform somewhere that the actual account gets stopped from doing that, because it's really bad that they're sort of getting away with posting these things. So that was handy. Tonight's Steemit post is obviously the vlog. which will have Giphy images of the video content. And then let's see, tomorrow night hopefully there's going to be some Star Wars Battlefront footage again, and hopefully I'll get a chance to do it with a new camera, so I'll actually be on camera. That'll be quite good as well. So hopefully that'll progress. Sunday might well be the gaming PC part. Was it 4 or 5 maybe? 4 or 5. Richard and Ellis, if you look to the right now, that was where I was parked to do your words of wisdom last week. So yeah, Sunday might be the gaming PC. Monday will be Coffees of the World again. I got another coffee to do for that one. They seem to be going down well. Everyone likes my little coffee, knowledgeable coffee information about a special coffee from anywhere in the world, really. And then once we get to Tuesday, I'm going to be scratching my head a bit again. Hopefully I'll come up with some inspiration by the time we reach that point of what I'm going to do. So, nearly home. So yeah, it's been a busy old start to the year, it has. A bit different and interesting. Oh, this person's going to wait for me, that's pretty kind of them. Just see how we progress from here, I suppose. Weather-wise, it's been a bit rubbish. It was really windy. I was concerned. It was really windy. Was it Monday or Tuesday night? My goodness. I thought I was sure the trampoline was going to go because it was hellish windy. But it turns out it was actually blowing at the front of the house. So that meant the house was effectively blocking the wind from going up to the trampoline. So that was a bit of a godsend, because I think even with everything I've got putting it down, it could have gone with that wind. But it did make me think I need to do a bit more effort. For, you know, the next few windy months, as it were. So I don't know. Right, that's it. I'm off in to have a rest and start uploading this and then do the Steemit posts. So have a good weekend and week next week, and I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog. Okay, see ya.